Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group for Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario, at the western tip of Lake Ontario, and this is week 1701. 1001 AREGs, uh, and that's quite a feat. And so, congratulations to all who helped make us break the 1700 week barrier. And I believe when we reach 1722, 1722 weeks, we will be at 33 years at some time in September, I think. And so the AREG is on every Wednesday evening between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on 146.430. And since this is a simplex net, not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. So I also live stream this net on YouTube, so people who tune in will be able to hear stations that they can't hear on their radio, hear how they sound on the air, as well as see their signal strength and see my station layout. Just type my call into the YouTube search bar, again VA3CJZ, and then click on the live button to follow along. Or if you want to just look for the title, it is AREG Week 1701. And I'd like to congratulate all the newly licensed amateurs. Congratulations and welcome to the hobby, as well as longtime amateurs who have just returned to the hobby. Welcome back. And finally, I'd like to ask that everyone leaves a 1 second delay between transmissions to allow others to break in. And so, with that, do we have any time sensitive, mobile, or priority traffic stations? One and done. Please come now.
AEG, GMP.
Okay, VE3GNP, Garnett, come on in. How are you?
Good, Chuck. I want to give you a quick check-in about on that. I'll be a little, well, I'm not for the whole net.
Okay, buddy. Great signal. You're like 40 over. I think I have the amplifier on, though, the receive amp. But great signal nonetheless, there, Garnett, sounding good. Still happy with your new radio?
Yeah, I performed good, and we went to Quebec day when I have remote into my radio from Quebec, and it worked really well.
Yeah, I think you guys checked in with me on a Monday night or something when you were there. So excellent. I think I made fun of the strong signal you were giving me from Quebec. Very good, Garnett. I'm happy for you. Anything else?
No, just one and done anyway, Chuck. We'll talk to you later on today or tomorrow. VEC, GMP.
All right, Garnett. Always a pleasure to hear you. Take care, sir. Say hi to Dave. All right. Anyone else? A quick one and done. Please come now. Ooh, ooh, that was pretty noisy. You want to try that again? Did someone relay?
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Radio Bravo.
Yeah, I thought it was Mike, but I just can't pull you in there, Mike. But I've got you in the log. Do you have any traffic for us?
No traffic. He's just surprised he's not making it to you. You're an S7 to him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, sometimes I get out better than I receive. But very good, Mike. Just it's very scratchy, but I caught I caught part of that. So thanks again, and let's see now. Let's open it up to anyone and everyone with a valid license. Please come now.
Oscar Yankee Quebec, Charlie.
Victor Echo 3, Kilo Mike, Quebec.
Victor Alpha 3, November, Charlie Alpha.
Victor Echo 3, India, Uniform, Kilowatt.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Let's keep this pile up going. See?
All right, I'll tell you what I have here. Thank you. We've got B&W, OYL, and then I think it's Victor Alpha 3 Quebec something, KMQ, November Charlie Alpha, India Uniform Kilowatt, India Mike Whiskey, and I didn't get the last station there. Mac, can you bring him in?
The last station is Knoll. Victor Echo 3, Kilo Delta OMG. Tango. Tango, yes, Tango.
There we go. All right. How about that Quebec in the call there? Come back.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Quebec, Charlie. Do you copy?
Charlie, Quebec, Charlie. I do copy you, and now I've got your proper call sign. Just stand by, and I'll get to you. All right. Is there anyone else? All right. So let's start off with Bill, VE3 BNW. Bill, come on in.
Good evening, Chuck. Evening to all on frequency, V3BNW here. Yeah, just came out the shack here and figured out it's 8 o'clock. Better check it in. And my brain hurts today. Been playing with the FT8 for the past couple of days to try to figure that all out. Now I just made some QSOs today, so it seems to be working.
Yeah, I know all about the brain hurting a little there, Bill. Well, I'm glad you figured it out, and I haven't yet. I've still got to probably go to YouTube University and check out FT8 for beginners. But very good. Let me know when you're addicted there, Bill.
It's getting there now. Actually, I'm just watching now. I just made a contact with VE2FVV. And it's kind of neat, this little program. I'm using WSJIT-X. And I'm also using what other program I using here? One to control the rig, which is called FRIG. So that all works out. The radio seems to be working good. I got set for 10 watts and seems to be working around the world with a wire thrown out the backyard.
There you go. QRP. All right. Well, very good. Enjoy. I'm glad you're happy with your new radio. What's the model number again?
It's called a Zygu G90 in Gulf 90.
Right, right. And there's probably a bunch of people that got their hands raised saying they got one of those too. That's right. I remember now. All right. Very good. And okay, Bill, I got you in the log. Anything else, sir?
That's it for now. I'll go back to the keyboard here and see if I can get some DX.
All right. Very good then. Okay, thanks, Bill. And so next, let's bring in Victor Alpha 3, Oscar Yankee Lima. Debbie, come on in.
VA3CJZ, VA3OYL. Good evening, all. It was a nice day today. I had dentist this morning, yuck. But it was just a cleaning, so thank goodness for that. And then I spent the afternoon doing yard work. I didn't get my cleanup done during the fall, so now I have to do it now. But it's been raining so much, I had to pick up a bunch of wet leaves and stuff today. So it wasn't very pleasant, but it was nice to be outside.
Oh yeah, I actually I was pretty good out in the backyard because it has the full sun. but stepping out onto the front porch where there's total shade, I had to wear a sweater. But yeah, I know what you mean there. I found some dead leaves under our front porch that we didn't get to, but it's not so bad. We've had it worse before. So sometimes also the snow comes before the leaves are even completely off the trees, and that kind of throws everything off, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I have a lot of trees in the backyard, and they spew all kinds of branches and things. So there was a lot of that, and the leaves were just on the gardens and stuff. But still, you have to be careful that you don't ruin the new shoots coming up. And I'm waiting for the Baltimore Orioles to come in. I put my feeder up. They should be in the first part of May, so I can hardly wait to see the bright orange and black coming into the backyard.
Oh yeah. Well, we've got a robin's nest on our front porch and complete with tinsel. So, and of course, we've got squirrels that I think now it's the babies that are coming around, and I don't see any mamas yet, but uh, I see a few males coming around, and I usually feed them some stale nuts that we don't finish, and they start getting stale, so I just give them that there. So, oh, very good. And sounds like you're headache free tonight, so that's always good. Thanks for checking in, Debbie. Anything else new and exciting?
No, just glad the warm weather is here, and I'll do a little more yard work tomorrow, and maybe I'll drag my bicycle out. Who knows? Get that ready, get the tires pumped up, and then there will be no excuse for getting out on it. Anyway, I'll let you carry on, and I'll be listening along.
I'm a little nervous about getting back on my bike. I miss not riding my bike because of my chronic back pain, right? Now I can probably get on, I can probably ride around, no problem, but it's when I stop and put my feet on the ground and want to get off, I may I have to may do the tuck and roll just to get off the bike. But yeah, it's making me a little nervous. So, anyways. All right, Deb, well, thank you so much. You gonna stick around for a little while?
I am. You're stuck with me.
All right, sounds good. All right, so let's bring in Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Quebec, Charlie.
Three Charlie Quebec Charlie group. My name is Jeff, and I'm here in Burlington, Ontario. Actually, I may have checked in with you once before, a long time ago, but I'm really happy to make the contact with you. Yeah.
Well, very good, Jeff. Well, welcome back. And I'm not sure if you're on a handy talkie. I think you might be, because if you move around, your signal gets all scratchy, and when you stay still, it's a nice solid signal there. So, is that a handy?
It is. It is. I've got a really bad signal where I was sitting in my chair, and you kind of caught me by surprise, so I grabbed it and ran across the room. It should be pretty good because I think you're in Hamilton, and I'm facing towards Hamilton right now.
Absolutely. I am in Hamilton. I'm at the below the Niagara Escarpment. They call it the mountain here in Hamilton, but if you've ever been out west, this is nothing but an anthill. But anyways, very good, Jeff. Yeah, I got a much better copy on you now, and thank you so much for finding us. And as I mentioned previously, you can also follow along on on YouTube if you like. And welcome to our group. Anything else?
Yeah, we are following along on YouTube, actually. I think it's a really cool concept, and more people should do this kind of thing. So, yeah, keep up the good work, and I hope you have a wonderful evening from VA3CQC.
Okay, Jeff, very good. Thanks again. And next, let's bring in Mike, VE3 Kilo Mike Quebec.
VA3CJZ, VE3KMQ. Good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on the net this evening. Hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, the weather, the sunshine, the blue sky. What can you say? It's great. It's been missed for quite some time, certainly with the winter, but real nice day today, as others have noted. And yeah, just to piggyback off what Debbie was saying about yard work, I got a lot of it done in the fall, but there's still a bit that I missed. And I got to get out there and clean up a lot of the leaf debris and whatnot. So we'll pick one of these days that works for me, but that's something that's got to be done. Always a bit of a chore, especially in the fall, but there's certainly some in the spring also. So yeah, with that, back to you there, Chuck, V3KMQ.
Yeah, believe it or not, I heard lawnmowers going off there last weekend. I'm uh, I'm still watching my grass grow, but I'll get to it soon. Haven't seen any dandelions pop up yet. Usually that's when I do my first cut, but this year, like you say, lots of rain. And so band conditions haven't been that great. I don't know if you've noticed. I know on the weekend for the OQP, it was terrible. I think I made 2 contacts, maybe 3, and maybe the same amount in DX. So not very good, but we'll get over it and things will get better. Anything else, Mike?
Yeah, just to comment on the lawn. I ended up. I always had a problem with a bad problem with dandelions on my front grass,
Oh,
and this year
yeah.
I thought I'd finally get to it with some Scott's Turf Builder, the weed and feed. So I went out and bought a bag. I couldn't get any at the Home Depot in Burlington, so I trekked out to Centennial Parkway, and they had a ton of it there. So I got a bag or two, but I ended up getting it down. I don't know whether it was Saturday. I guess it was Saturday. And just as I got out there, I spotted 2 dandelions. So I knew that I probably missed it by a couple of weeks because,
Uh,
as they say, you should get it, while they're just about to germinate, which probably would have been a couple of weeks earlier. But anyway, I did put it down, hope for the best, and see what happens. Just also on the contest, yeah, I participated in it, but like everybody's lamenting, it was just horrible conditions, propagation-wise, and with the OQP, Ontario QSO party on HF, like you, dismal. I think I racked up a total of 15 contacts, and a lot of those were towards the end, like within the last hour and a half, I think, of the contest. There seemed to be a bit of a flurry of stations wanting to get last numbers for their log. But anyway, it is what it is. Hopefully propagation picks up well into the rest of the year, the summer, so we can get outside and do some portable work. Anyway, that's it for me, Chuck. Thanks for picking me up. Great net as always, and I'll swing it back to you there, VE3KMQ73.
Okay, Mike, that's right. I do remember you mentioning me. You were that guy. Uh, as far as dandelions go, I'm surprised somebody didn't drop off a bag on your lawn as a hint. Hint. Anyways, Mike, thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. And with that, let's bring in Wade, VA3 November Charlie Alpha. Wade, come on in.
VA3 CJZ, VA3 NCA. Hello, Chuck. Hello, everybody on net. Yeah, the topic of the night so far is the weather. It was an awesome day. I was at work, like on campus, so took the opportunity to do a nice bike ride. It was beautiful weather for it, and then got out, had some stuff to do at various buildings, so managed to take extra long strolls between the buildings for the nice weather. Even coming home, which sometimes by that point it can be a little chilly, but even coming home, it was nice. So yeah, more of this, please. Other than that, not a lot of radio being done except for the great Sports Parks weekend event last weekend. That was a lot of fun. It was good to see people, and yeah, and I guess we got somewhere in the ballpark of about 50 contacts, which was a great way to spend a Saturday. So it was good to see a bunch of people out. Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I don't have much to add right now, but I'm definitely here for the duration and going to take in the AREG for this Wednesday. Back to you, Chuck.
Okay, very good. Well, yeah, welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to the AREG. Oh, by the way, I noticed that we have Eric on the YouTube stream. That's Kilo Delta 2 Whiskey Fox X-ray from New York, Whitesboro. And I believe he said he was promised an invite on Discord to our group. Maybe if you could send him an invite there, Wade, that would be great.
Yeah, I can certainly do it. I can actually. I'll look him up. I'll actually send him two. There's the AREG. Sorry, this is AREG. AROC. AROC. That one might be more useful for general Canadian versus DX type of stuff because it's a bigger group. But you're absolutely welcome into our little one there. There's not a lot of activity that isn't about local operating, but you know, across the pond, the lake that is, not the big pond, is pretty local. I see you're there in New York, so I will look you up. Oh, actually, I see that Larry in the chat has already done so. So thank you, Larry. What I'll probably do is I'll send you the AROC one anyways. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out there, Chuck, and back to you.
Okay, very good, Wade. Thanks for your check-in, and let's see now. I want to acknowledge the people that joined us on YouTube. If you're just joining us, you can find us on YouTube by putting my call in the search. That's VA3CJZ, and click on the live button. We have Bill, IUK, and Guy from Ottawa. Hello, Guy. N.E. Condor passing by, leaving a like. Thank you, Northeast Condor. And then we've got Matt, VE3SMN. Wade in Mississauga, VA3FMB. And Eric, of course, in New York. And let's see, Mark. I see Mark there. I sound like the girl on Romper Room. And Larry, of course, LBI. Yeah, very good. Welcome. Thanks for keeping the chat going, folks. And with that, before I continue on, are there any other check-ins who would like to come to the net here? Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Okay, got two more. So let's bring in Bill is next, VE3IUK. Bill.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck. Good evening to everyone on YouTube, and it's nice to see that we're getting check-ins. So I'll say hi to Eric. Thanks for stopping by. This is looking good. Seem to be getting lots of more check-ins besides the locals, so that's going to please you immensely, Chuck. Just want to give a shout-out to Mark and for his help with Steve helping me get my antenna situated properly. It's not permanent, but at least I've got the screen back in my window, so I don't have to worry about bugs flying in. I can have the windows open. And we have intentions of trying to maybe get it higher and get it up off the eaves. But of course, to do that, we need someone, I guess, who won't mind climbing that high and high enough ladder to reach it. The ladder that they brought when they came over would not even reach the second story window. So with the three of us, we managed to get the coax and wire through the grommet in the screen, and they mounted the balun to the frame around the window. So those two guys were very resourceful and very much appreciative of it, and antenna seems to be working okay. It was actually even able to tune it up on 80 meters last night. Took me a little dangling, but got it, so I was able to check in with that net there up north, the junction net. Anyway, better not keep it too long here, Chuck, and again, thanks for doing it, and looking forward to all the trivia and fun facts. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, Bill. So first of all, you may want to get a little bit closer to the mic. Your audio is actually competing with the noise level that's in with you, so you're a little light on the audio. And I'm glad you got something done for now. And I guess you just need a taller ladder, right?
Well, absolutely, yeah. So we can get it up higher. I don't know if the screen in the window and just the way it's situated might interfere with the performance of the antenna, but nonetheless, it's working, and I was able to make a few contacts today, though band conditions were abysmal, but I was able to make one into Florida on 17 meters, so something's working right anyway, Chuck. Back to you.
All right, very good, Bill. Okay, so moving on, let's see who's next here. We've got Mac, VA3 India Mike Whiskey. Mac, come on in.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on frequency. It's a beautiful day. Goodness gracious, yes, nice to drive home with the windows down, getting some nice fresh air. Other than that, oh yes, today's Earth Day. Happy Earth Day, everybody. Thank goodness for terra
That's
firma,
right.
and I trust you're all taking care of her in your own special way. Spent the earlier part of the day texting back and forth with our new Hamby out in Stony Creek, VA3 Victor X-Ray Tango, Murcha, who visited us with his wife on Saturday during activation. Once again, my sincere condolences to the locals here that were not able to work us at the group activation. We did have a good time out there, and unfortunately, propagation had sent everything that we were pushing out over everybody's heads. So, good time had by all. Thanks again for Wade's care and bringing Murcha into the fold as a new ham operator. So I'm sure we'll hear lots of him over the next little while once we get his station fully set up. There is a chance he's listening to you right now, Chuck. He does have an HD that's pre-programmed with a bunch of frequencies, so there is that. And yeah, perhaps he's also following along on YouTube. But nonetheless, what else have we got going on? It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, and looking forward to trivia and all the rest of the wonderful stuff that you spend so much time looking up just on our behalf. Thanks for doing it, Chuck. I'll turn it back to you.
Okay, Mac. Well, yeah, absolutely. Congratulations. I mentioned that in the beginning, and to all the new hams, and they seem to be adding up week after week. So that's great. And so, oh, there's Steve. He made it on the YouTube stream. He's still at work, I think. So, okay, yeah, Mac, I forgot to mention that. Yes, today is Earth Day. And there is a little blurb in the on this day, and I'll tell you right now. The very first Earth Day was, of course, April 22nd, 1970. So we've been at it for what, 56 years now, I think, or no, 50. Sorry, uh, 1970, 50. I got the math wrong. So yeah, 56 years. I had it right. Simple math. Back to you, Mac, for your final.
Well, let's not make it sound like it's a life-ending situation, but yeah, 56 years, 60 years, it's a long time. Anyways, and I'm sure that it's been much longer with people mistreating Mother Earth with all kinds of nastiness. So next time you're outside, pick up some garbage. If you're smoking, don't toss your cigarette to the curb, and put it away somewhere where it can be disposed of properly. And for goodness sakes, anything from an environmental standpoint, plant more trees, plant more grass, plant more green stuff so that we can combat the carbon. And we also have to stop listening to the dialogue, because Mother Earth is a very smart creature, and there's nothing that man can do that time and tide hasn't already done. So things get warmer, things get colder. So global warming and global cooling have been happening for millions and millions of years. We are just part of the ecosystem that rides along with it. So don't lose any sleep over all the things that the big corporations want you to fear, because all they're after is your hard-earned dollars. Anyways, I wax poetic and a little political, so we'll return this back to your control there, Chuck. Thanks.
Comment.
Oh, go ahead there, comment.
I just want to know if my signal's any better, Chuck.
Bring it back.
Is my signal any better now, Chuck?
Yeah, I did hear you the first time. I just wanted to look at the signal there. I do have the amplifier on, but I can't remember. Maybe go back on the YouTube stream and check out what your first transmission was there, Bill.
No worries. I just realized I had it on low power, so I upped it. Anyway, carry on. Thanks, Chuck.
Yeah.
It's better than it was there, Bill, via transient.
Okay, thanks, Wade. Back to you, Chuck.
There you go. All right, very good. You sound stronger. How's that? Excuse me. I see Albert has joined us from Barrie, VA3 Bravo Tango. Good evening, Barrie. Or good evening, Albert. I mean, I was looking at the forecast and they were talking like 50 centimeters of snow arriving just north of Barrie. So hopefully you guys miss it there, Albert. There's some wicked winter still coming. You may want to check to see where that big snowfall is going to be. But I did hear that guy, the guy on that does the weather there. So, anyways, all right. Anyhow, I hope it goes right over you there, Albert. All right. So next is Noel. I hope Noel isn't mobile. VE3 KDT. Come on in, Noel. All right. Well, I have no signal. I have a lot of bacon frying on Noel. Maybe if you could relay there, Mac, please.
Oh, yes. Well, Chuck, he's just as strong as you are to me. You're both 20 over S9, so why the heck can't you listen to each other? Just open your ears. It's all there. Anyways, he was not sure whether you were going to hear him, so that's why he did a test transmission. But he is local, and it doesn't sound like he's mobile. But let's go back to Noel. What's going on? Are you moving back to Hamilton? Thank you very much. reports from other parts of the city as well. So yes, he's in town. He's an impromptu babysitter, which is really good. I'm going to keep you on the short list there, Noel. So if I have something I need babysat, I'll give you a call. Anyways, he's brought some gear down with him and setting up things. This is his hope to have a remote station set up in Hamilton so he can continue to communicate with the brothers and sisters that he got to know here before he ran away from home. Anyways, that's about it for now. But I think, Chuck, if you don't mind, maybe we can reach out to Larry and Wade and a few other folks around town, see how Noel's signal is reaching them as well. Back to you, sir, for your permission.
Yes, by all means. Like I said, I turned my receive amp off and I have absolutely no signal. Tons and tons of bacon frying um, for Noel. So I don't know if he's on a handy talkie, but he's obviously in your neck of the woods. So who else in the East End has got a copy on Noel there? Let's go to Larry, LBI.
Yep, I tried to check it earlier, but I'm on low power too. Hang on a second, sorry. There we go. Bill walked over top of my 3 watts. So, no, I can hear you fine, buddy. Go ahead. VE3LBI. Okay, I lost him on that one. I'm not sure what happened there. I could hear him when he was talking to Mac, no problem at all.
Is he on a handy talkie?
I lost him, Mac. You'll have to pick it up. Thanks. VE3LBI.
Perhaps in the last transmission, Larry, you heard it better?
No, I heard him better when he was talking to you. No, I can't make him out now. Whatever's happened, I've lost him. He's moved. I don't know. Is he on an HT?
No, he's on his base station. So, yeah, base station 50 watts. And Larry said he can only hear you when you're talking to me. So I guess I'm the magic piece of the puzzle. Let's reach out to Dundas and see how that goes. VE3IUK, VA3IMW, your copy on Noel.
I had to open up the squelch, but I could copy with the squelch open.
Okay, opening the squelch, you can hear him. VA3NCA, VA3IMW, copy on Noel.
VA3IMW, VA3NCA. You know what? He breaks my squelch, but it's a lot of static. I can't make out, but he's 5'9" when relayed through you. But no, unfortunately, he is breaking my squelch. I'm not quite pulling him in. Curious about where he is, and just another side note, I don't usually catch Larry on direct, but he is coming in to me just barely. So there's something going on as well that's helping 2 meters tonight around here. But anyways, question is whereabouts is Noel physically?
All right, let's bring it back to Noel. V3 KDT, VA3IMW. So a couple of cross streets for your current location. The other question in my mind is the height and the gain of the antenna. Are you running at X50 at ground level, in which case, because your proximity, we're hearing you in some places and not others? But I'll let you describe it a little bit. Back to you, Noel. is this like a homemade J-pole, or is this a commercially built antenna like an X30 or X50? All right, so this is a mobile antenna. You got clipped to something up there, so it provides a ground plane. So it's a 50-watt radio up to an antenna that's about roof line, but maybe doesn't have a whole lot of gain. All right, I think we've summed it up there, and you've tested it into the repeater with great success, obviously being at Upper James and Lime Ridge area. I think we've got her all nailed down there, Noel. Any other good words for us? No worries. Relays are us. Okay. Any last words from Larry as far as additional copy on Noel Station?
Yep, that was a bit better that time. Not fully, I wasn't paying attention 100%. Sorry about that, Noel, but you were a bit more audible that time.
All right. And Wade, how about you?
No, that sounds great. Yeah, he's. I can tell somebody's in there, but I can't just quite pull him in from whereabouts he is. So, but that's not surprising. I'm kind of in a hole here in the valley towards that direction. But glad to hear he has a way of calling in local via 3NCA.
All right. Yep. So dribbling the signal over the edge of the escarpment is probably not a real good place. And probably the same reason why he's not making a good copy with Chuck. All right, Charles, end of experiment, and we are closing the chapter on this one. I'll turn it back to you, and forever remain your loyal servant, your relay servant standing by.
Contact the E3LBI. A3NCA, E3LBI.
All right. Well, first of all, I just want to say thanks to Mac for relaying, and Noel, sorry I'm unable to hear you at this time. And thanks for your check-in. And Larry, VE3LBI, is actually next up. And I guess he's calling Wade there. Wade, you got a copy on Larry now?
VA3NCA, VE3LBI.
VE3LBI, VA3NCA. I caught you there, a little bit of static, but you caught me off guard. Did you have a message?
Yeah, could you please help Eric? He's planning an activation. I can't remember how you put your call sign into the POTA app there on our Discord site. Could you just maybe really or have a read on that? He's planning to do an activation in May there. I've forgotten what the command is to add your name to the so you can add into the POTA spot sites. If you've got a second, please.
I caught most of that. This is a treat actually, because I usually don't catch you on the air from my location. But a little bit of static. But I think he directed me to go check Discord. Eric has a question about getting his call sign into our spot. I will do that. Thank you for that. Back to you, Larry or Chuck via 3NCA.
Yep. Okay. Thanks, Wade. And yes. Okay, Chuck. I'll let you pick it up for a minute there, and I'll pick up after.
All right. Well, I'll just do another call out and see if there's anybody else out there that would like to check in to the AREG net, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Chuck in Hamilton.
Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November.
All right. I copy Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November. Just stand by, Matt. We still have Larry and Mark ahead of you. And so I'll send it back to Larry to tell us about what's going on with him.
Thanks, Chuck, and thanks for letting me get a hold of Wade there. Um, Not too much. We did a Costco run today. Again, but basically all essentials except for the chicken. That's the only thing we buy extra usually. And I got home, had some lunch, sat around for a bit, and I ended up I had to cut the front lawn. It was just a nightmare. So that was my event for the afternoon, fully trim it and then cut the lawn. So I got that done. I had done the back about a week ago, but the front was just horrendous, so it needed a really good trimming. But I got that done, and I won't tie it up because I know we're chewed up a little bit of your time there. So I'll pass it back to you, and thanks for picking me up. BE3LBI.
Yeah, no worries there, Larry. I got plenty of time. And so, yeah, I've been itching to cut my grass too, but I'm just going to let it go a little bit longer. I like having long grass on the front lawn because it kind of tickles the bellies of the short dogs when they come on my lawn to go sniff and pee and poop and whatnot. And some of the short dogs don't like it, so they just continue on, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. My brother-in-law, he had problems with I guess it was squirrels or whatever getting into his garden, so he ended up putting up plastic forked up, the prongs upward. He didn't have any more problems. No more cats came in his yard, and no more squirrels.
Oh, you're giving me an idea there, Larry, because I've got this huge laundry tub out back with strawberries I put in there. And of course, the squirrels are eating. Last year, they ate every single one of them. And so I'm looking for a cage, dome, or geez, you just gave me an idea there. A little Vietnam punji sticks with forks. So I don't know, but I'd prefer to get a nice little cage there, but I don't think they make them in a dome. But yeah, pesky squirrels. I don't mind having them around and feeding them nuts, but when they start taking my fruit and my vegetables, I'm not a happy camper.
Just get some chicken wire. You could probably make a not a dome out of it, but put something over top of it so nothing can get into the, especially your strawberries. Just make buy some chicken wire. I think they can. I think Home Hardware sells chicken wire. Matter of fact, I know they do. I bought it from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make the rounds to the stores there and see what's available because I'm not gonna go through another year of growing strawberries and not being able to eat one. So it was pretty disconcerting. So yeah, we're gonna do something. All right, Larry. Well, thanks again for your check-in. And do you have anything else?
Nope, that's it. Thanks for picking me up. BE3LBI.
All right, moving right along. Let's say hello to Mark. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Good evening, Chuck. Everyone on the AREG, as well as the very active YouTube stream here. Good to hear everyone out and on the air tonight. Happy Earth Day to everyone. Beautiful weather today. Oh, I also wanted to mention the new hams there. Congrats to the new hams, the couple that Wade and Mac mentioned. Good to hear that there's new hams joining. Yeah, beautiful day today. Just gorgeous. Get out there. I had a triple dog walk today there. I was picturing that scenario in my head that you just mentioned there, Matt. Chuck, of the short dog and the long grass tickling his belly. Because I saw that today several times. My dog's content and laying on the floor here tonight. Glad to see spring is here. We're all thinking about getting out to the parks and maybe doing a little activating. So it's been a long time coming, and we're all happy to see it. Anyway, Chuck, I'm glad you're doing it. Thank you for doing it, and I will be here for the duration, enjoying the trivia and all the rest. So back to you, Chuck, BA3 MHV.
Okay, Mark. I kind of figured some of you with dogs would get a chuckle out of that, and yeah. I have a security camera there out front, and I see the dogs come by, and yeah, you know the rest. Okay, Mark, very good. Well, thanks for joining us, and don't forget to give your pooch a nice little belly rub. Okay, with that, let's bring in Matt, Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November.
Thanks, Chuck. Good evening, everyone on the net and everyone on the stream. Happy to finally be on the airwaves. I've been listening on the YouTube for a little while, and now I'm sitting by the radio and ready to enjoy the evening. Chuck, I like your idea for the dogs because we live on a busy corner, and there's a select few that I haven't found out who yet, but they like to let their dogs do their business on the lawn and leave it there for me to step in and then track through the house. Let me tell you, I was not impressed. But that's all I wanted to share for now. I'll let you carry on. This is VE3SMN, and I'll be here listening for the duration. Back to you, Chuck.
Well, yeah, it's one thing when you're living on the farm and you step in all kinds of stuff, but not in the suburbs, not in the city. Uh, not cool. All right. Thank you so much, Matt, for your check-in, and I do appreciate it. All right, so I think that's the end of my list. Let's see who else is out there that would like to check into the AREG net, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3 CJZ looking for your check-ins.
CE3 DJZ.
VE3 DJZ. Huey, come on in.
Hey, Chuck, how you doing today? Just checking in. I've been busy all day working. I just want to say hi and check in and doing a good job. It's a beautiful day today.
All right. Yeah. Good evening, Huey. Geez, what a great signal there. uh, Pinned right to the max. And so I guess you've been busy programming your radios for people. So glad to hear you're making a couple of bucks. And just wanted to mention that although some people do not want to use your repeater, I still do. And everyone is welcome to use the repeater. And that is Huey's repeater, and it's a frequency of 442.412.5 with a tone of 131.8. And make sure you put the tone squelch on, not code and code. Put it on tone squelch. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with the repeater, but some people just don't want to use it. It's totally up to you. Anyhow, Huey, back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Chuck. I appreciate that. Much respect. Like I said, everybody out there, more than welcome. Come on it, have fun. That's what it's there for, guys. Those who don't want to come on it, that's your prerogative. Thank you again, Chuck, for everything. I appreciate it.
All right. And those of you watching the YouTube stream, I've actually got Huey's repeater frequency up on the screen. And there you go if you want to write that down. Yeah, because I can't even walk around the house or my property anymore and pick up the ZOE repeater, which sucks. You can't even talk to the ZOE. Huey's repeater is going to come in very handy this summer. Hopefully, Terry, VE3IQL, the owner of the ZOE repeater, will do some work and get us up a little bit higher or do something because this is the repeater is it's subpar. I'm sorry to say, but it's just not worth using hardly. And that's why it's quiet all day long. Anyhow, Huey, once again, thank you for checking in, taking the time out. Much appreciated. Back to you for your final.
Once again, thank you, Chuck, for all that. Much respect. And like I said, buddy, everybody's more than welcome to come on here. Enjoy it. That's what it's all about.
Once again, thank you again, Chuck.
All right. Also want to let people know that the shipping is open on the Great Lakes, has been for a few weeks now. And if you want to listen to them, you can go to 156.800. That is Marine Channel number 16. That's where distress calls come in, and it's also where the harbor master is to lift and raise and lower the bridge for the boats coming through. They usually change channels for that though, but just to give you an example. And once the weather gets nice and warm and people are out on the water, you often hear distress calls, people in the water, boats that are stuck, things like that. So it's pretty interesting. Something to listen for, anyways. You can't transmit there, but you can listen. 156.800. All right, with that, let's see. Is there anybody else out there wishing to check into the AREG net? Please come now.
MHV comment.
Yes, MHV comment. Go ahead.
Yeah, just one thing, Chuck, I forgot to mention when you guys were helping Noel out there. He was S3 over here and a lot of bacon, but I could hear him, volume quite low, but I could hear him. Only S3 though. Anyway, Chuck, looking forward to the trivia, and thanks for doing it, VA3MHV.
All right, thanks for that, Mark. You know, Noel might need to just go up an extra foot or two, or just a little bit to clear the roof line, and that might help him out. But at least he's got something up for now. And if he can certainly go up a couple more feet somehow, which might help him. So, Noel, if you're still listening, uh, it'd be a good way to test out the antenna between you and I if you do make changes. All right, Mark, anything else?
No. I'm looking forward to the trivia, though, Chuck. So thanks for doing it. I'll be listening along. Happy Earth Day, everybody. Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor. Back to you, Chuck.
Either my squelch just broke for no reason or there's somebody in there. Is there someone there in there? All right. Any questions or comments or check-ins? Please come now. All right. So let's go ahead and look at the contests coming up real quick. And of course, I opened up the webpage, contestcalendar.com. And we'll start off with the Tipalayo DX contest. And that's for sideband, and that's only for three bands, 10 meter, 40, and 80. The Tipalayo DX contest. Next, we've got the UK/EI DX contest for CW only, 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, and 80. Next, we've got the QRP to the field contest, and that's for CW only, 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, and 80. Next, we've got the Helvetia contest. That's from Switzerland, but it is worldwide. And for CW, single sideband and digital. And it starts at 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. Next, we've got the Nebraska QSO party, and that's for CW, phone and digital. It says here non-FT8, but then afterwards it says FT4/8, so I don't know. That starts with the VHF, UHF, and then 10 meters, 15, 20, 40, 80, and 160. And finally, the Florida QSO party. That should be a busy one. That's for CW and phone. And that's only for 10 meters, 15, 20, and 40. And that's it. There are a bunch of other small contests here. Let's see. For Debbie, do we have a bacon one? No, no bacon for you, Debbie. Are you still there?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Sorry. No run for the bacon this week for you. Maybe next time.
Woo-hoo.
All right. Hey, listen, I know you like puzzles, Debbie. My wife is making one, and it's a stained glass puzzle. Of course, it's not real stained glass, it's plastic, but it's really nice and shiny. It kind of looks like stained glass. So my wife completed the puzzle, but the pieces keep popping out of place. And they come with these sticker pads, but the thing is, you've got to flip it over to its back or on its front and then apply the sticker to the back. But the thing is, those pieces pop out, so she's getting pretty frustrated. But she's bound and determined to get it finished for our daughter's birthday because she's going to give it to her.
Is that the one that goes in a frame and you can hang it up later?
Yes, I believe so. These are two birds, I believe, in a nest. They're really cool. I think she got it at Giant Tiger, though.
Yeah, I've seen them on Facebook or somewhere advertised. Looks pretty cool. I'd get frustrated with it too.
Yeah, I know. I told my wife, I said, you know what? If they just keep popping out all the time like that, I would have just jumbled it all up, thrown it in the box, and thrown the box under the bed.
Yeah, for sure. Although I'm pretty patient with puzzles, it takes a lot to get me frustrated.
Yeah, you two are the same that way. So, very good then. All right. Well, happy puzzling. Uh, anything else, Debbie, for us?
No.
All right. So, with that, is there anyone here that has any announcements they would like to make? Please come now. All right. I see another American call sign there. Kilo Romeo for Juliet Golf Delta. Hey, good evening and welcome. Whereabouts are you and what's your name? And so, with that, let's see if there's anybody else out there that would like to check into the AREG net. Week 1701. AREG has been on the air once a week for that long. Any new check-ins, please come now.
VA3, NE, one and done there, Chuck. I'm heading down the basement, do some work.
All right. VA3 NE. I'll add you to the log there. Kevin, thank you very much, and have a great rest of the evening. All right, so we've got Gary from Benson, North Carolina. Welcome, Gary. What's the weather there? Right now, it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit here in Hamilton, Ontario, outside my house. It's usually a little cooler up at the airport, but let us know what the weather is your way. And so, okay, Kevin, you're in the log. Okay, I guess we can start a little bit of trivia now. This is the trivia portion of our net. Before we start any other check-ins. All right. So I see everybody's always excited to start the trivia, and so here we go. Let me bring up the stream at the same time. 84 degrees in North Carolina. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it'll be a while before that gets here, Gary. By the way, the name here is Chuck, and welcome to our net. Okay, so where are we here? There we go. We're at this one's called 380 Fun Trivia Questions and Answers. We're not going to do all 380, of course, but we'll get some going. All right. So I think the first one, oh no, we've never done this one. In what country did the first Starbucks open outside of North America? What country? Ah, look at that. Um, Gary got that right. It is Japan. Nice try, guys. But Japan is the winner. Very good. All right. What does CODA stand for? CODA. I think maybe one person might know that here. CODA. What does CODA, CODA, stand for? Yeah, I have no idea either. It's not music. It actually means child of deaf adults. Child of deaf adults. All right, everybody knows this one. In a website browser address bar, what does www stand for?
Wobbly, wobbly web.
That's a Van Halen song, no? That's correct. World Wide Web. Wade, Matt got that right as well, and Eric. All right, where were the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights stored during World War II? Where were the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights stored during World War II? Yeah, we all know that places like the Louvre and important museums all hid all their paintings and important artifacts, but all those things that I mentioned were stored at Fort Knox in Kentucky, I believe. Fort Knox. Yeah, rubbing shoulders with the gold bars. All right, so next, which company's slogan is "You're in good hands"? Which company has the slogan "You're in good hands"? Woohoo! Look at Wade.
That would be Allstate Insurance.
Absolutely, that's right, Bill. A bunch of them got it right there. Wade, Mark, Eric, and oh, Gary went to basic training at Fort Knox. Oh, very good. I think my father did too.
As we used to like to call them, we were kids, ill fate.
Call him what?
We used to call it ill fate insurance. You're in good hands with ill fate.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Ah, here's another cool one. Pocahontas was baptized and given what English name? Pocahontas baptized. What name was she given? Rebecca. Rebecca was the American or Christian name given to Pocahontas when she was baptized. All right, next question. Originally, I've mentioned this before, Amazon only sold what kind of product?
Books.
Yeah, and look at them now. That's absolutely right. Books. Uh, my wife would know that. A lot of people play trivia along with us here on the AREG with their wives. So go grab your wife and tell her to come play along. All right. Uh, in 2009, what became the first Morse code character to be added since World War II? In 2009, what became the first Morse code character to be added since World War II?
The question mark.
Uh, Try again. Yes, Eric, you got it right. It is the at symbol. Interesting. Yeah, I never said it was a symbol. I said what character was added. Very good. It is the at symbol. All right. Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize?
Is that Madam Curie?
Madam Dead Curie. Yes, that is correct. Which kind of bulbs were once exchanged as a form of currency? What kind of bulbs were once exchanged as a form of currency?
Just take a guess. Tulips.
Absolutely. That's the country with the most tulips in the world. I love their fields where they have rows like rainbows of tulips, different colors in each row. Oh man, it's so cool. And of course, Holland, or the Netherlands, I should say, gave, I think it was 10,000 tulip bulbs to Ottawa for helping them out during World War II. And I think they do that every year. They send us tulip bulbs. All right. What was the original purpose of the tiny pocket in jeans?
For a pocket watch or a change, I can't remember which.
Well, originally it was the pocket watch. Now, that pocket watch would have to been pretty small to fit in there. Maybe those pockets were bigger back in the day. All right, next question. What does SPF in sunscreen stand for? Sierra Papa Fox. What does SPF in sunscreen stand for?
Solar protection factor.
Well, Mac, I'll give it to you. The the answer is sun protection factor. So very good. All right then. Next question. Chrome, Safari, Firefox, and Explorer. Oh, well, there you go. Are different types of what?
Browsers.
Yowzer browsers. Absolutely, that is the answer. Ooh. In what year was the internet opened to the public? Maybe we have had this one before, Mark. Uh, in what year did the internet open to the public? That answer is 1993. Nice try, guys. Wade was the closest with 91. Who is often credited with creating the world's first car? Who?
That would be Ford.
That would be. Try again. The man often credited with creating the world's first car is, that's right, Eric, Carl Benz. All right. Next, demolition of the Berlin Wall separating East and West Germany began in what year? Demolition of the Berlin Wall began in what year? Oh, there's Eddie from Japan. Good morning, Eddie. How are you this morning? Thanks for joining us. All right, if I'm not mistaken, Eddie's call sign is Juliet, Juliet 3, Fox, November, Mike. Yes, I got it right. Okay, welcome, Eddie. You are in the log. All right, so the year was 1989. Eric actually got that right. Very good, Eric. 1989. All right, when did Facebook first launch? What year? When did Facebook first launch? Any guesses? I see one guess there, I think.
2007, I can't remember.
2003.
You're close, but I see BC 132K got it right. 2004, and then Mark followed suit. 2004. BC 132K. Who is that? Do you have a call sign or your name, please? No call sign yet. Okay, Dale. Whereabouts are you, Dale? All right. While we wait for that, Durand neighborhood, Hamilton. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, because I saw the BC there. All right, very good. Well, good luck on getting your call sign there, Dale. We will officially welcome you to the hobby when you do. But anyways, next trivia question. Uh, quote, ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll, end quote, were the first words spoken on what cable channel that launched at 12:01 a.m. on August 1st, 1981?
Would be what, MTV?
Yes, Wade answered before I even got the rest of the question out. Way to go. And I see Gary and Eric also got that right, and Bill. Thank you much. JGD. Yeah, I got to write that down. One moment, please. JGD. Finally. Okay. All right. Very good. Let's get back to it. And where are we here? Okay. Uh, what is the last name of the business tycoon behind the number 5 perfume? What is the last name of the business tycoon behind the number 5 perfume?
Chanel.
I'd say Chanel also.
Yeah, well, you guys got it right, but everyone on the YouTube will have to remove one N. It's not channel, it's Chanel. But you all got it right. Very good, very good. That was, geez, that's been a favorite perfume of many, many women.
That's funny.
All right, next one. What food manufacturing company headquartered in Battle Creek, Michigan, uses several animal mascots to sell its cereals, such as Newton the owl, Tony the tiger, and a rooster named Cornelius? What food manufacturing company?
The best to you each morning from Kellogg's.
They're great. Tony the tiger. Ah, yes. Very good, guys. You all got that right. Wade, Matt, Eric, Mark, and Gary, and Matt. Yeah, I said Matt. In the Catholic Church, the Bishop of Rome is a title more commonly known as what?
Pope.
I'm sorry, you got to go poop? Yeah, that's right, the Pope. All right, next. Known mainly for spreading a specific type of food, what Massachusetts born 19th century man was also fond of spreading religion throughout the country on his journeys? Once again, known mainly for spreading a specific type of food, what Massachusetts born 19th century man was also fond of spreading religion?
Johnny Appleseed.
And that is correct, Bill and Eric. You both got that right. Very good. All right, next, Michael Joseph Blassie, who died in the Vietnam War, was identified through DNA testing in 1998 and was reinterred after having been buried in what specific location for the previous 26 years? And that would be the tomb of the unknown soldier, Michael Joseph Blassie. They finally did a DNA on him and gave him a name. All right. What is the human body's heaviest organ?
Depending.
What, and who was that?
VA3 NFG. Heaviest? I don't know. It could be the heart.
Yeah, you would think, but it's the skin. And we've done this several times, but yeah, Wade and Eric got that right. And yeah, the skin.
I would have never thought that the skin is an organ. Okay, that's a new one for me.
And Mac better not come out.
Yeah. All right. Does anyone know what January's birthstone is? The January birthstone is also the name of one of our local hams. And Eric, the outsider, got that right. It is Garnet. And then Wade and Matt got it right there. Yeah, Garnet is the January birthstone. Uh, what does a halix refer to? That's Hallux. What does a halix refer to? That is, where's the answer? The big toe. The big toe is also called the halux. All right.
I stub my halix.
Absolutely. All right. In the United States, what is the most common surname?
Oh, John Doe.
The most common last name is, in fact, Smith. All right. We're going to wrap this up soon here. Next, what is the longest continental mountain range in the world? The longest continental mountain range in the world is the Andes. It's longer than the Rockies. So that runs right through Peru, I believe it is. All right. Does anyone know what is Prince Harry's actual first name? Oh, I see someone checking in here with a call sign of 9W2 Golf Uniform. Good evening and welcome to our net. Welcome to Hamilton, Ontario, the longest running simplex net in Hamilton. And who do we have there? What's your name and what's your location, please? And I'll add you to the log. 9W2. And what's the rest? GU. All right, it looks like a call sign from West Malaysia, but I don't have a name that comes up. So welcome from Malaysia to Hamilton, Ontario. We have this net here every Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. local time or Eastern time, I should say. And so thanks for joining us. And with that, let me take a pause and see if there's anyone else out there wishing to check in with us here on the AREG net. This is VA3CJZ. Hamid. Well, hello, Hamid. Welcome. From Malaysia. I wonder what the weather is like there. It's currently 51 degrees Fahrenheit, but you guys do Celsius there, I believe. Let me change over. Okay, that looks like 10.8 degrees Celsius. Currently here in Hamilton, we had a nice sunny day here today. And so welcome once again. All right. Um, so we're going to wrap it up here and move over to on this day. What I'm going to do, let's see now, one more question to that I like here. Which one? All right. Who provided the voice of Groot in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies? Oh, I never answered the last question. Geez, what was it? Oh, Prince Harry's actual first name is Henry. Thanks for that, Eric. Henry is his name. And so the final question again is who provided the voice of I am Groot in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies? And that would be none other than Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel played the voice of Groot. And we have another check-in that says hi all there. We don't have a call sign or a name. If you could please give us your name or call sign, that would be great so we could add you to the log. All right, so we're going to wrap that one up and go to on this day. Here we go. So, do we have any questions or comments or check-ins for tonight's net before I do on this day?
Yeah, just a quick comment, Chuck.
Yes, Bill, go ahead.
I think you mentioned Amazon. The first thing they're selling online was books, and I read somewhere the other day where Amazon is responsible for 15% of the book sales worldwide now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. And now they do ebooks, they do music, they do pretty much everything.
You know, they bought up a company that startup company called Audible, and they got bought up by Amazon, and they've been around for quite a number of years now.
Yep, a multi-billion dollar company now after just starting out with only selling books. That's great.
Has anybody ever seen the? Well, I'm sure have the actual Amazon. I guess it's the warehouse up on Number 6 Highway, Upper James. It's huge.
Yeah, built during the pandemic.
That's where all my stuff comes from.
I know the thing's massive, and the parking lot is like it's absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, one day, I've probably driven by there, didn't even notice it, but um, yeah, I can just imagine.
To be honest with you, Chuck, if you drove by it, you'd notice it.
Yeah. Well, geez, it's been a couple of years since I've been up there. All right. So, any other comments, questions, or check-ins before I continue on?
Comment.
Yes, sir. Comment. Go ahead, Matt, VE3SMN.
Thanks, Chuck. If I may, I would like to kick off tonight's episode of On This Day by saying that on this day in 1978, I was born.
Woohoo! Well, how about that? On Earth Day. So you're an Earth baby.
Yeah, that's right. I'm an Earth Day baby.
Well, happy Earth Day, happy birthday, I mean, to Matt. Congratulations on one more trip around the sun.
I guess I'm no longer an Earth Day baby. I'm an Earth Day old man. Thanks for letting me throw that in there, Chuck. I'll let you carry on.
All right, what year again?
1978.
Oh, geez, I remember 1978. All right, very good. Happy birthday again, Matt. I hope you had a great day. And to top it off, we have the AREG for you. So, in honor of Matt, tonight's On This Day is dedicated to VE3 Sierra Mike November.
That's fantastic. Thanks, Chuck.
All right, not a problem. So we are at week 271 weeks that I have done this on this day. So it's on this day 271, and we always start with today's famous birthdays. And we'll start with Vladimir Lenin, who was born on this day in 1870. He's a Russian Marxist revolutionary and Soviet leader between 1917 and 24. Of course, he was born in Russia. Next, born on this day, 1904, we have Robert Oppenheimer, an American theoretical physicist known as the father of the atomic bomb, who worked on the Manhattan Project, and he was born in New York City. He passed away in 1967, but he was born on this day. Betty Page was born on this day, 1923, an American pinup model considered the queen of pinups and the Dark Angel, born in Nashville, Tennessee. She would have been, around 20 years old in 1943 during World War II. So, yeah, she was a young girl during the war, and she was a pinup girl. And Eric, communist sympathizer. Oh, geez, okay. All right, next we've got born on this day, 1931, Nick Milletti. Now, I don't know, that doesn't ring a bell to me, but this guy's phenomenal. He was an American sports entrepreneur and franchise owner. He owned the Cleveland Indians, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Cleveland Crusaders. He also owned Cleveland Arena, and he also owned the Coliseum at Richfield. And he also owned a radio station, WWWEAM. Of course, he was born in Cleveland. He passed away in 2024. I just thought that was cool. Glenn Campbell, born on this day, 1936, passed away in 2017, but everybody knows him as an American Grammy Award winning country and pop singer. We have the songs By the Time I Get to Phoenix, and then Wichita Lineman, and of course, Rhinestone Cowboy, among many others. He was also a session guitarist for the Beach Boys and Elvis Presley and the Monkees, as well as Phil Spector. And he was a television personality for the Glenn Campbell Good Time Hour, and he was also an actor in the movie True Grit with John Wayne. He was born in Delight, Arkansas. And next we have Crazy Jack Nicholson, born on this day. He's 89 years old today, born in 1937. I don't need to say any more about Jack Nicholson, except he was born in Neptune City, New Jersey. And he's quite the recluse now. You barely see him sticking his head out of his house. Next, Steve Fawcett, born in 1944, an American adventurer and the first person to fly solo nonstop around the world in a balloon. Born in Jackson, Tennessee, and he disappeared in his plane in 2007, and they found his plane, I think, a year later after an extensive search. They originally did not find him, and then a hiker came across the plane crash and reported it. And finally, we got Peter Frampton celebrating a birthday today. Born in 1950. Gosh, that would make him 76 years old. Peter Frampton, a British rock guitarist and vocalist for Humble Pie. And then he did Frampton Comes Alive with the song Show Me the Way. big hit. He was born in Kent, England. That's it for famous birthdays. Do we have any comments or questions or check-ins for tonight's net? Please come now.
V3IUK.
Go ahead, sir.
Boy, that Peter Frampton could make that guitar talk. Remember, show me the way. That was big hit.
Oh, yeah. I saw him live in concert in Ottawa at the Civic Center. Uh, gosh, in the mid 70s. And when he came out with that album. So, yeah, it was a super concert.
I still have that in vinyl. The album Frampton Comes Alive. I think it was a double album. I still have that on vinyl.
I miss my vinyl. Don't get me started. Oh, good for you, Bill. All right, so we don't have any new check-ins then. I'll continue on. Or any more comments, I should say. Anyone else? All right, who died today in history? You might wonder after we have birthdays. Well, we'll start off with the year 1616 and a gentleman by the name of Miguel de Cervantes died, and he is the Spanish author that wrote the book Don Quixote. And they say that he died of diabetes at the age of 68. And we got Slackocaster. No traffic to report. VE6, Juliet Papa. Well, thanks for checking in there, Slackocaster. I will add you to the log, VE6, Juliet Papa. Thanks. That looks like Jonathan from Alberta. So welcome to our net, John. By the way, what's the weather like in Alberta? Right now, we've got 10 degrees Celsius here in Hamilton, Ontario. All right, so the author of Don Quixote. Next, we've got passing away in 1833, Richard Trevithick, an English inventor who invented the steam locomotive. Dies at the age of 62 back in 1833. So Richard was a British inventor and mining engineer who is credited with developing the first full-scale working railway steam locomotive in 1804. Wow. I didn't know locomotives were that old. His engine, which operated on high-pressure steam, successfully hauled a load at the Pen y Darren Iron Works in Wales. All right, -5 and sunny. Ooh, ouch. Or is that equals 5? All right, next we have Henry Royce, dying in 1933. Of course, he's a British industrialist and automobile founder of the Rolls-Royce. He was 70 when he died in 1933. Next, Richard Nixon. He passed away in 1994. I am not a criminal. The 37th U.S. president. And he was from California. He was also a Navy veteran. Dies of a stroke at the age of 81. Next, we've got Pat Tillman, passing away in 2004. He was an American NFL football player who decided to join the fight against Osama bin Laden after the Twin Towers fell, and he became a U.S. Army Ranger, killed in action at the age of 27. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Pat Tillman was killed by friendly fire, sadly. Next is one of my all-time idols in sports when I was growing up, Guy Lafleur, passed away on this day in 2022. He was a Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame right wing, 5 times Stanley Cup, 2 times MVP for the Montreal Canadiens, then the New York Rangers, and finally the Quebec Nordique. He dies of lung cancer at the age of 70. Go Habs, go. Next, we have Len Goodman, or Lenny Goodman. You might remember him from Dancing with the Stars. He passed away in 2023. He was a British ballroom dancing champion and television personality. As I mentioned, Dancing with the Stars. Uh, you might know him as the old British guy there. Dies of bone cancer at the age of 78. And finally, passing away in 2024, Al Shaver, a Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame sportscaster for the Minnesota North Stars on WCCO radio and also KSTP AM, WAYL AM, and he dies at the age of 96. Al Shaver. That's it for people dying on this day. Any questions, comments, or check ins? All right, today in history, we have events to talk about on April 22nd, and it starts with the year 1500. Pedro Alvarez Cabral is the first European to discover Brazil, landing near Monte Pascoal and claiming it for Portugal. All right, there, Jesus, what's your name? John has got to run. Thank you so much, John, for joining us. I do appreciate it. And thank you for the like and sub. Take care. 7-3. All right. Next, in 1509 now, Henry VIII, the second Tudor King of England, ascends to the throne at the age of 17 after the death of his father, Henry VII. Boy, that's young to be king. Boy, if I was king at the age of 17, ooh, look out. Next, 1526 is the year, and we have the first slave revolt in North America, occurring at San Miguel de Gualdape, a Spanish settlement now part of South Carolina. All right, we move over to 1692. Edward Bishop is jailed for proposing flogging as a cure for witchcraft in Salem, Massachusetts. Let's beat it out of them. All right, in 1793, President Washington attends the opening of Ricketts. No, not the disease. The first circus in the United States. Ricketts. All right. Now, how old do you think the inline roller skates are? Didn't they come out like in 1990s or something? The inline roller skates. Anyone know? Well, this next story here is from 1823. On this day, a British inventor named Robert John Tyers, Tyers, patents an inline roller skate he calls the Volito, with a single row of 5 wooden wheels, a wooden sole, and a curved iron bar at the front as a rudimentary brake. The year is 1823. Wow, that's old. 1838, English steamship Sirius docks in New York City after crossing the Atlantic, providing the first transatlantic steam passenger service. 1914, Babe Ruth's first professional game, and he started off as a pitcher. And in his first game, he won the game 6-0, a shutout.
A question, Chuck.
Yes, sir.
Did he not, was with some farm team where he played in Toronto? I remember reading that somewhere early in his career when he was probably not in the majors yet.
Oh, I don't know that part, Bill. You'll have to Google it, I guess. No, I never heard of that.
See if I can find out, because Hanlon's Point, that name rings a bell for something where he hit a home run. I'd have to look it up.
All right. Well, his first professional game was in 1914 there, Bill. So check it out and let us know. Next, we go to 1952, and we have the first atomic explosion shown on network news from the Nevada test site. 1952, shown on TV. 1963, Lester B. Pearson is sworn in as the 14th Prime Minister of Canada. 1966, the Trogs' second single, Wild Thing, is released, and it's the top of the charts in July. Wild Thing, I think I love you. I used to love that song. And here we have 1970. The first Earth Day is celebrated, and it's founded by Gaylord Nelson. I don't know why anybody would name their child Gaylord. All right, 1971, Soyuz 10 launches as the world's first mission to the first ever space station, the Salyut 1. However, the docking was unsuccessful and the cosmonauts had to return to Earth. Still a historic, feat. All right, in 1972 now, an 11-year-old boy was killed by a rubber bullet fired by the British Army in Belfast. He was the first to die from a rubber bullet impact. Now, why they would have to shoot an 11-year-old, I don't know. Maybe he was throwing Molotov cocktails. I don't know.
V3IUK.
Yes, Bill, go ahead.
Yep, he was with the Providence baseball team, and he hit his first professional home run on September 5th, 1914, at Hanlon's Point in Toronto. It's near where the Island Airport is now.
Oh, okay. What's the team?
I'm trying to find it here. I just had it. The Providence something. I'll see if I can find it.
All right, very good. Okay, let's carry on. Where am I here? The first U.S. female nightly news anchor. Can you guess who that was? That was Barbara Walters. In 1976, Barbara Walters becomes the first female U.S. nightly nightly network news anchor for ABC. That's right, Barbara Wawa. She did have a funny little lisp. How people get paid when they can't speak properly, I don't understand why, but they're all over on TV, the news, you name it. If you have a lisp, let's put you in front of a camera and a microphone. I just don't get it. All right, next in 1979, keyboardist Brent Midland plays his first concert as a member of the Grateful Dead at the Spartan Stadium, San Jose, California. You guys remember when Grateful Dead played here in Hamilton? It was in the early 90s.
Hello, Gary Garcia.
Yeah, I remember I was working at the Roll Cannot Hotel, and we had all kinds of hippies all over the place. I do know that they started a fire in a garbage can in the parking lot near the stadium there, and that was the end of that. They put that out and told everybody to go home. All right, let's see now. Oh, also in 1979, another music story. The Rolling Stones play two benefit concerts for the Canadian National Institute for the Blind, the CNIB, in Oshawa, Ontario. Their performance is part of guitarist Keith Richards' heroin conviction sentence. Did you go there, Bill?
Roger, I sure did. And my younger brother was too young to go, so I ended up 4 tickets. We were 4 rows from the front, and I stuck a certain type of substance into the concert inside my white cane, so you'll get a kick out of that. And the warm-up group was a group called the New Barbarians, and what a night that was.
That's cool. I got to see the Rolling Stones behind their stage. I was working at the CNE as a ride foreman, and my ride was directly behind the fence where they had the stage for the Stones. And so every time they would change levels on their scaffolding, because that's all it was, scaffolding was a big part of their stage, and I could see them running around, and I got to hear the concert yeah, right then and there. It was cool.
Yeah, Roger, oh man, it would be. But you know, it's funny, Chuck, because nobody would think to check a white cane for having certain substance that you spoke inside the hollow park.
Well, I have heard of booze being put in there as well too. So right on.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it was quite the experience, that's for sure.
All right, so let's move on now to finish things up. It's almost 10 o'clock. Um, so in 1991, Intel releases the lower cost i486SX microprocessor. Also in 1991, Johnny Carson announces he will retire next year from The Tonight Show. In 1993, Candid Camera creator Alan Funt suffers a stroke at the age of 78. God, that was a great show. Candid Camera. 1998, Disney's Animal Kingdom opens at Walt Disney World near Orlando, Florida. I wish I could have gotten to see that. That sounds cool. Uh, so that was after I was there. In 2003, Patrick Roy plays his final career NHL game. And in 2020, Sudan bans female genital mutilation finally and makes it a criminal offense. If you ask me, that's barbaric. Female genital mutilation. All right, and my last bit here is in 2025, and it's Earth Day. National Geographic releases a new documentary called Secrets of the Penguins, featuring the first drone footage in the world of penguin chicks jumping off a 50-foot cliff to take their first swim. That would be cool to watch. I'll have to look for that. Secrets of the Penguins from National Geographic. All right, folks, that's it for On This Day. Thank you so much for patiently listening and commenting and so on. Before I do the last round, do we have any last minute check ins, questions, or comments? Please come now.
V3 Bravo Kilowatt.
And look who just snuck in under the wire. VE3 Bravo Kilowatt. Rick, come on in.
I nearly checked in last time you called. I've been playing with HF, talked to Randy on 3760, and I've been playing, I've got two HAL adapters for my headset, and I've got intermittent problems on both of them, so I've been trying to fix them, and so I've been listening along for a little while, but I just didn't check in. I wasn't fast enough to check in last time. I was right in the middle of tearing this one thing apart here. So anyway, hello everybody on frequency, and what I did here sounded good there, Chuck. So like I said, I've been listening for a little while. B3, be safe.
All right, Rick. Well, thanks for your check-in and for listening along. Much appreciated, sir. We will be checking in with you tomorrow at 3 p.m. on the Transprovincial Net on 7.100. And look for me on YouTube. I will be streaming starting at 3 p.m. All right, so let's start the 7-3 round. Where am I here? Right there. All right, we got quite the logbook tonight. Steve, VA3 NFG. How about it there, Steve? You got a copy? Victor Alpha 3, November Fox Golf.
VE3LBI.
VE3LBI.
Chuck, I'm going to do a quick in and out now. I got to get the dog outside, so by the time you get to around to me, it'll be a bit. So 7-3, everybody. All the best. Have a good weekend, or what's left of the week. Sorry. VE3LBI clear.
Okay, Larry, not a problem, and you are excused. We'll be sure to check in with Larry on Friday at 8 p.m. on the VE3 ZOE repeater for the Friday night ZOE Rag Chew featuring Larry, VE3LBI. Thanks, Larry. Next, let's see if Mike is still with us. VA3, Mike Romeo Bravo. How about the man who brings naked women? VE3 BNW.
Today, VE3 VNW. Yes, sir. Still here, listening along.
Well, this is your chance to say goodnight. It's the 7-3 round.
Very good. Yep, it's 7-3s. Yeah, it's been a good night as usual. I've been sitting here playing FT8 and made a few contacts. Right now I got one come from, not sure what this is. It says European SX 100 pack. Not sure what that is, but interesting anyway. Anyway, thanks Chuck for your do, and we'll be back. We'll be listening again. VE3 PW.
Okay, Bill, thank you so much for listening along and for your check-in. Have a great rest of the week. And next is Deb, if she's still around, VA3, obey your leader.
I'm still here. Enjoyable net, as always. Thanks for all that you do, and hopefully you'll be doing it for many years to come. I'll say 7-3 to all. Have a good week and enjoy the nice weather while we have it. I don't know when rain's coming, but I'm sure it'll be here sooner or later. So 7-3. Victor Alpha 3, Oscar Yankee Lima.
Okay, Debbie, thank you so much for your participation tonight and for checking in. Much appreciated. Have a great rest of the week, Deb. Next, let's see if Jeff is still around. VA3 Charlie, Quebec Charlie. How about Victor Echo 3 Kilo Mike Quebec? Let's try Victor Alpha 3 November Charlie Alpha.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA, yeah, still here, Chuck. Thanks as always for doing it. A great way to spend a Wednesday. I do recall I do have an announcement. We got notice today from ISED, our certification body there, that they have fixed whatever supplier problem they had for printing and mailing new certificates for new tickets or upgrades. So for anybody here who's listening, I know there were a couple here, and there may be a couple more who just recently got a certificate or an upgrade. Your certificate's in the mail, so to speak. They've had trouble printing new certs since I think around, it's been a while, maybe February or so. And they just made notice that it's been resolved. So just making that announcement. Keep an eye on your mailbox if you're expecting a certificate from ISED. Other than that, one quick comment about one of the questions there, and I'm wondering, it was about when the internet was open to the public. And I know I had an internet address in 1991. It was associated with my school. And I still remember it because it was my student number, 9106857. However, it was not a World Wide Web. That predates World Wide Web. But I had Gopher, and I had FTP, and I had UUCP, and a whole bunch of other protocols that nobody ever uses anymore. So I don't know what that means other than I feel like I'm getting old. Anyhow, that's a long 7-3. I will give my 7-3s now, and thanks again there, Chuck, for doing it. VA3NCA, back to you.
Okay, Wade. Well, one day you can tell your grandchildren that you were around when the internet first came online, Grandpa.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, I guess that's a dubious honor.
Regardless, something to thrill the kids with. All right, Wade. Thank you so much for checking in, your participation as always, and you have a great rest of the week. As I usually say to you, 2 more sleeps until Friday. Thanks, Wade. Next is Bill, VE3 India Uniform Kilowatt.
Yeah, and for Wade, I remember those protocols. I was working at a law firm in Toronto and also remember using CompuServe. We thought we were big kings because we had a 128 kilobit ISDN line. So there you go, Wade. But just this stuff on Babe Ruth, just to answer your question very quickly, Babe Ruth of the Providence Graves, they were playing the Toronto Maple Leafs. It was in 1914 at Maple Leaf Park on Hanlon's Point. Babe Ruth pitches a one-hitter and also hits his first home run. So there you go, Chuck. Thanks a lot for doing it. Always informative, always great, and back to you.
All right, Bill. Thanks for researching that and telling us. He just played against the Maple Leafs, so very good in Canada here. All right, next is Mac, VA3 India Mike Whiskey.
Thanks for doing it, Chuck. We'll make it quick. We'll catch up with you tomorrow night. Hoping to hear from everybody on 446.125 at 7 p.m. For the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net 7-3.
Okay, Mac, absolutely. We will be there with bells on at 7 p.m. for the 70 centimeter simplex net for the Lake Ontario Radio Club. 7 p.m. on 446.125. And Mac will also be streaming that net So type in his call in the YouTube search and then click on the live button. You'll be able to play along there too. All right, next is Noel. I may need you there, Mac. VE3KDT. Noel, you still around?
Nothing heard.
Nothing heard. All right, let's go to Mark. VA3 Mike Hotel Victor.
Yeah, still here, Chuck. Thanks for doing it. Enjoyable as always. Everybody enjoy the carbon copy of the weather tomorrow. It's supposed to be another beautiful one. And a note for Mac, I will be on a PM shift tomorrow, Mac, but I will do my best to give you a check-in at least. Everybody have a good rest of the week. VA3CJZ, VA3MHV. I'll let you pick up the rest. Thanks for doing it, Chuck.
All right, Mark. Thank you. Always a pleasure. Next, we've got Huey, VE3DJZ.
I just want to say, Chuck, thank you for all that out there and advertising on my repeater for everybody who want it. You always do a good job. It's always a pleasure, and you're one of the best nets out there. Keep it up.
All right, Huey, that means a lot. I do appreciate it. All right, next we've got your neighbor, Victor Alpha 3, November Echo. You still around, Kev? All right. Well, everyone else that checked in on YouTube, thank you all so much for checking in to our net here, and it's greatly appreciated wherever you are around the world. Thanks again. And we'll give the last word to Rick BK if he's got anything else to add. You're the last person in my log there, Rick, VE3 Bravo Kilowatt.
Yeah, I'm still here working on this adapter, and 73 to everybody on frequency. Good job as usual, Chuck, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. And that's one reason why I'm working on Sing, get it going so I don't have any problems on the net tomorrow. So 73, everybody. VA3CJZ from V3BK.
All right, thanks, Rick. I see Matt missed his call. VE3 Sierra Mike November. Now's your chance.
Thanks, Chuck. Sorry about that. Pleasure to be here tonight. Thanks for letting me throw in my on this day. That was great. I was looking forward to that. And we're going to do my birthday celebrations tomorrow after work and in the evening with the fam. And we arranged that so I could join you here tonight. So thanks for what you do. Thanks for another great net. And we'll catch you on the airwaves again shortly.
All right, Matt, the birthday boy. Well, Matt, once again, happy birthday, sir, and thanks so much for joining us. I hope you had a really good time today. And so, with that, if there's no one else with any questions, comments, or check-ins, I'm going to have to say, well, let's check first. Anyone else?
B3IUK.
Bill, go ahead.
I was monitoring as much as I could. You got 16 likes, and at one time you were as much as 25 viewers, so not bad at all, Chuck.
Yes, thank you, Bill. I am quite impressed. This evening, well, at the moment, we've got 21 concurrent viewers, and we have a total of 409 views tonight. So thank you all so much for joining me through the YouTube and on the radio, of course. And I look forward to doing it all over again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. This is VA3CJZ Chuck in Hamilton, wishing you all a great rest of the week. 7-3. Be kind to one another and be safe out there. So long.